Our focus to other news. Minister of State Civil Aviation has now filed an update on the Ahmedabad plane crash investigation in the Parliament. In a reply to Rajya Sabha, Member of State for Civil Aviation Muralidhar Mohal said that the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, or the AAIB as it's called, published its preliminary investigation report on 12th of July 2025. The minister said that the investigation is still under progress, with all probable causes behind the accident currently being examined. He further said that in line with the ICAO Annex 13 requirements, AAIB published its interim statement on 12th of June 2026. The final investigation report will be released only after the investigation is complete. He asserted the AAIB is conducting the probe transparently and that the investigation is yet to be concluded. Atul Ranjan back on the telecast with me. Atul, what more can you tell us as the response of the Minister of State Aviation on the floor of the House today supports the preliminary report of the AAIB and assures that the investigation that is being carried out by this agency is fair and transparent?
Well, yes, what we see is essentially that the scrutiny over the delay in the probe of Air India 171 crash is only getting intensified by every passing week. In fact, we saw, we recently heard Minister Ram Mohan Naidu as well speaking on the timeline of the investigation. We have recently heard AAIB giving an affidavit in Supreme Court because, the whole investigation process has also been dragged to the judiciary, to the top court, where, the petitioners have challenged the transparency and the procedure of the investigation as well. There, AAIB clearly mentioned that, the report could be out by October this year. Now, once again, up in the Parliament as well, question has been asked by the minister, to the ministry regarding the investigation report and the progress of it, to which the Minister of State has given a reply in which he says that as per the International Civil Aviation Organization's Annex 13 requirements, the interim statement was published on 12th June 2026. Essentially, international civil organizations conventions require that any crash and the report of those crash must be published in public within a year of those crash. And if any such crash report is not being published, then at least an interim statement must be put out at the anniversary of that accident, which was done by AAIB, is what the minister essentially points out here. Okay. Now, he says that the investigation continues and the results are expected very soon.